got my cup of coffee and I'm just sitting here ripping up old phone books to use in my smoke firing. Phone books are nice and thin in pages and they burn real fast and real hot. This is my pile of pine straw with a little bit of wood cut up. This is the smoker. It's just a ring of bricks with pine straw and oak leaves and paper. I used an old lid from a Weber barbecue to keep the fire from burning me, and I fan it with the fire with a cookie sheet. Warmed up some pieces in the kiln that I already put stencils on in there, all covered with foil and paper slip. Because they're only heated up to 450, I can take them out of the kiln with oven mitts, put them on an old cookie sheet, and that way I can carry them out to the smoker. It's kind of dark out this morning. Looks like it's going to rain, so I need to get this done before it rains. I placed these two bird boats that have stencils and made of aluminum foil, and also they have paper slip painted on them. And I put them in the pine straw, and I'll add more pine straw and some leaves and paper and set it on fire. It's done on one side. They look like a witch out here running around the fire. You can see a little bit. Piece is turning dark. Perhaps a little oxygen. I'm going to fan it with the cookie sheet. It pushes the fire through the foil and through the stencil. Makes it really hot and burns all the food real fast. Hope you can see that some parts of the bird boats, the pieces have already started to turn black. Here with the gloves and turn them over, because sometimes they don't, so that they'll be darkened evenly. This whole process really only took about 10-15 minutes. Like they're toasted enough, I take them out, let them cool on the cookie sheet a little bit, and then take them into the greenhouse, put them on the gravel floor. Okay, I'll let them cool down to about room temperature, which right now is about 65 degrees, before I clean them up. They're not fired very high. They're only fired to about cone 010. That's so they'll absorb the smoke a lot easier. For the fun part, cleaning off the stencil. It's so exciting. The pieces have cooled enough, some of them, so that I can take the stencil off with a few little tools here. The foil will come off quite easily. Just peel it off. See if we got any stencil underneath. This is just yummy. We'll have to pick the paper clay off. Let's see how we did with this. Ooh, looking good. Let's see if I got the eye. Ah, yes, looking good. Now that I've scraped some of the paper slip off, now I'll soak it in some water and get the rest of it off. Well, I have these all cleaned up. Had to use a little water on them and a little wooden stick to scrape off some of the paper slip. They came out pretty good. These are low-fire white earthenware pots that have been burnished, and this fired at cone 011. This little wren pot, the wren will be smoke black, but the pot will be covered with patterns. And see how they're going to fit on the pot, So I'll measure out half of it, fold it in half, and then maybe fold it again. Keep from having to make so many holes. I just start my pattern about within this area of the foil. And I'm going to start by drawing my pattern onto the foil with magic marker. So let's say that when you start punching the holes, sometimes you can't see them very well because you're doing it with a needle. So it's nice idea to have your pattern already worked out. I've got this darning needle. As I poke on this, since it's folded, I want to go all through all 4 pieces of foil at the same time. This piece is going to have the vulture on top. I wanted to cover the whole pot with foil, and then I ripped some little holes in it that have sort of a nice jagged edge to them. Makes it look like when I smoke it then, it'll make the smoke go just where I want it to. As I smoke it, I might want to let some of the smoke seep in underneath the foil. It'll give it sort of a hazy look. Maybe. We'll see. On this piece, I took the piece of foil that I completely covered with patterns by poking holes in it with this darning needle, and then I folded it over the whole pot and rubbed it down real tight. I want to crimp this edge so that the smoke doesn't come through here. I'm preheating all of these foil-covered pieces to be smoked in about 20 minutes. I'm going to preheat them to about 400 degrees in my bisque kiln. Just setting up this kiln by filling it with pine straw and debris from the yard. Now I'll go get the pots out of the kiln. Carry these out here on a cookie sheet. I'll arrange them in the pine straw before I light the fire. Now that I have all the pots in and covered up with a little bit of newspaper and some more pine straw, I'll set it on fire. The lid goes on just to keep the fire from flaming up and burning you. Pots turn nice and black, and now we'll take the foil off of the 2 that have the patterns on them. See the combination of the gray and the white with the brown spots. Let's see what this one looks like. Interesting. It's nice and dark. Can you see it?